Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the second series of panel discussion, Engineering Your Future, Choosing the Right Discipline and Embracing Its Reward. I'm delighted to see so many enthusiastic parents and budding engineers who have joined us today. As we stand at the threshold of a new academic year, many of you may be wondering which stream to choose and what the future holds for you. At Jyothi Institute of Engineering and Technology, we understand the importance of making informed decisions, and that's why we are here today to guide you. So today, as a part of a panel discussion series, we are interacting with the Department of Civil Engineering. So I would like to hand over the panel discussion to the moderator, Ms. Bhavani, Assistant Professor of Civil Department. So she will take over from here. Bhavani ma'am, please. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all for joining us today. We are privileged to have with a distinguished panel of speakers, each bringing unique insights and expertise to our discussion on choosing the right discipline and embracing its rewards. The Civil Engineering Department at VNR is guided by 5 distinguished professors who serve as the foundation pillars of our success. I now invite these esteemed faculty members, Dr. K. Ramoji Garu, Dr. BDV Chandramohan Garu, Dr. A. Mallika ma'am, Dr. B. Narendra Kumar sir, and Dr. A. Ramesh sir, whose leadership and dedication has played a vital role in making VNR a remarkable center for engineering excellence. Let me begin by introducing our today's panelists. Dr. K. Ramoji sir is a seasoned academic and researcher in civil engineering with 25 years of experience in teaching, research, and administration. He has made significant contributions in the areas of concrete technology, sustainable construction materials, and structural engineering, authoring numerical publications in reputed journals. His work reflects a deep commitment to advancing construction technologies and mentoring the next generation of engineers. With a small introduction, I have a few questions here. With the growing demand for civil engineers driven by their role in designing and executing major infrastructure projects, could you highlight the key strengths of our civil engineering department at VNR that enable your students to meet the industry demand?
Okay, madam. Thank you, madam, for your question. Panel members from industry, alumni, and department, dear aspiring civil engineering students and esteemed parents, it's a pleasure to welcome you all to this exciting journey towards shaping the future through civil engineering, a field that transforms dreams into reality, shaping the communities and infrastructure we rely on daily. First, I would like to introduce about our department. The Department of Civil Engineering was established in 2001, offering BTech in Civil Engineering and 3 PG programs, MTech in Highway Engineering, Structural Engineering, and Geotechnical Engineering. Our BTech program is accredited by NBA for 6 years, consecutively for the second time, and our MTech program, Structural Engineering, is also accredited for 3 years, reflecting our commitment to high quality education. We have 32 highly qualified faculty members, out of which 20 faculty are PhD holders from IITs and NITs and other reputed universities, mentor students in cutting-edge research and innovative projects. Our faculty members are also actively guiding PhD scholars and contributing to significant advancements in the field. Our laboratories are having advanced equipment from surveying with drones and GPS systems to analyzing complex structures using advanced simulation softwares like StatPro, ETABS, ANSYS, MATLAB, Bentley Package, Vissim, Visual MudFlow, Citron, Plaxis, Pollute, and Geoscopes. So spreading across various disciplines. Our state-of-art laboratories, including dynamic shear rheometer, wheel rating equipment, 100 tons loading frame, carbonation chamber, universal testing machine, atomic absorption spectrophotometer, and modern permeability testing equipment, RCPT and ACPT provide hands-on experience with real-world applications. Our MOUs with industry partners facilitate internships, workshops, and knowledge-sharing sessions, which bridge the gap between academics and industry requirement. So research is a cornerstone of our department. With 1.24 crores of worth in, we got funding from AICTE, DST, and UCC. We drive innovation in smart infrastructure, sustainable construction, and geotechnical solutions. Our faculty have published about 765 index research papers with 3,600 citations 31 patents, out of which 14 were granted and received innovation grants, positioning our department as a leader in civil engineering research. Our curriculum is a blend of theoretical approach with practical learning, and this is brief profile about our department. And now coming to your question, madam, to the aspiring students, civil engineering today is more than constructing buildings. It is about creating resilient, smart, and sustainable environments. Imagine a future where you design the skyscrapers that touch this sky, the bridges that connect cities, or sustainable urban spaces that promote eco-friendly living. And to cite some few contemporary examples globally, if we consider smart cities, cities like Singapore and Dubai are leading the way with smart infrastructure, integrating Internet of Things for efficient resource management. As civil engineers, you could be part of designing such innovative urban landscapes. And considering green buildings and sustainable infrastructure, the example, the Bullet Center, which is located in Seattle, USA, is considered to be one of the greenest commercial buildings, showcasing eco-friendly design and energy efficiency, an area where civil engineers play a vital role. And coming to disaster resilient structures, after recent natural calamities we witnessed like earthquakes in Nepal or hurricanes in US, the importance of designing earthquake resistant and hurricane-proof structures has become an evident. Civil engineers are at the forefront of developing resilient infrastructure to protect communities. And coming to innovative construction technologies, the use of drones for site surveys, 3D printing applications for building components, and building information modeling are revolutionizing construction. Embracing these technologies will make all budding civil engineers future ready. And if you're considering our national scenario, to name from few examples in India, like if you look at Bandra Worli Sea Link, located in Mumbai, it is a cable-stayed bridge spanning about 5.6 kilometers over the Arabian Sea. And the highlight of the structure is it is designed to withstand harsh environment, harsh marine environment, and seismic activities. And you're considering a second example, like Chenab Railway Bridge, located in Jammu and Kashmir, which is completed and inaugurated by our Honorable Prime Minister a couple of days back, which is happened to be tallest single arch railway bridge in the world at 359 meters above the rivers, which is more than Eiffel Tower height. And this structure, wind resistant, a blast proof design in seismically active zone because it's located in zone 5. So imagine whole thing is being as a contribution of civil engineers only. And coming to example, Anji Khad cable stayed railway bridge, which is built on Anji River, which connects Udhampur, Srinagar, and Baramulla, which is a first cable stayed bridge for Indian Railways, and which is happened to be India's tallest cable stayed bridge, operational a couple of days back, which was inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister. The highlight of this bridge is it is located 331 meters above riverbed, designed to withstand 213 kilometers per hour wind speed, which safely supports train operations at a speed of 100 kilometers per hour. And fourth example I would like to cite, that is Sardar Sarovar Dam, located in Gujarat, one of the largest gravity dam in the world. The highlight of this project is it supports irrigation, hydropower, and water supply across multiple states. And considering this Delhi Metro, which was inaugurated in 2010, subsequently so many metros, including Hyderabad, have come up, and which is in Delhi Metro among the most efficient and expensive metro networks in Asia. And the highlight of this Delhi Metro was it is underground and elevated and at grade lines across seismic zone 4. And not only that, Pamban Bridge, which is located in Tamil Nadu, India's first sea bridge, which connects Rameswaram Island to mainland India, and it is a double leaf bascule section, allows ships to pass. That is the highlight of this Pamban Bridge. And if you look at Atal Tunnel, located in Himachal Pradesh, which is the longest highway tunnel above 10,000 feet, one of the engineering marvel, which is 9.02 kilometers tunnel at high altitude, constructed under extreme weather conditions. And not only that, coming to our own Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project, which is completed, which was completed in 2020, which is happened to be world's largest multi-stage lift irrigation project, which pumps water over 500 meters elevation using underground tunnels and massive pump houses. So these are the some of the examples which are being existing, and there are so many ample number of opportunities are there in both public sector as well as in private sector also. So at this point of time, so now you look at this civil engineering field. In modern civil engineering, all AI and ML applications have come up, and also not only that, 3D printing applications are also is the happen to be a feature of the civil engineering. And even in our VNRVJIET, 50% of our student projects are being offered using AI ML applications in our domain, civil engineering. So definitely, our parents have to, now parents are in confusion which branch in core sector, whether I should choose civil, whether I should go for mechanical, whether I should pursue electrical, all that. And for them, this is the best. These are the above whatever we have cited. These are the best example for and which forms the or which paves the way for you to select the appropriate branch of engineering. So to the parents, your support and encouragement are crucial in shaping your child's future. Civil engineering offers a promising career path with opportunities in infrastructure development, urban planning, environmental conservation, and disaster management. The industry is evolving with technological advancements, ensuring job stability and the chance to make a meaningful impact. In conclusion, I would like to say that the civil engineering of tomorrow is about building sustainable, resilient, and intelligent infrastructure. So by pursuing this field, you are contributing to societal progress and environmental stewardship. We look forward to supporting your journey in becoming innovative civil engineers who will build a better world. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir, for beautifully describing civil engineering department at VNRVJIET. Your thoughtful words truly capture the spirit, strength, and commitment of our department. We deeply appreciate the recognition and encouragement. It inspires us to continue striving for academic excellence, innovation, and impactful contributions to the field of civil engineering. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now, I take the privilege of introducing our next panelist, Dr. A. Mallika. She is a professor in Civil Engineering Department at VNRVJIET with 21 years of teaching experience, 6 years in structural engineering consultancy, and a PhD in civil engineering for expertise spanning structural analysis, earthquake engineering, optimization techniques, and structural health monitoring. Dr. Mallika has also led MBA accreditation efforts and delivered invited lectures and contributed to major consultancy projects. Now, I have a question for you, ma'am. That is, could you briefly highlight the effective elective courses and minor degree programs available in the civil engineering department?
So when the student is going to enter third year, the open elective tracks are going to start. Student will be given initially what each and open elective track is about. There are a number of open elective tracks which are offered by various departments, like we have robotics, we have 3D printing, we have Internet of Things track, AR, VR track, green energy track, we have micro electronics track, blockchain track. So a number of tracks are being offered. So they will be studying 4 courses in each track every semester, 1 course, starting from 3-1, 3-2, 4-1, 4-2. End of the day, student will be getting a proficiency certificate in that particular open elective track. So the prerequisites start right from open elective 1, and then it goes on. If a student doesn't want to take a track, there is a general basket of open electives. So they can choose whichever they want, like professional ethics, personality development, or foreign language, or general computing skills, something like that they can take, and they can pursue their open electives. But they'll not be getting a proficiency certificate. Apart from this, the curriculum offers 6 professional elective courses. So we have framed all the professional elective courses in a separate specific specialization basket. Like in professional elective 1, they'll be studying about all the transportation engineering courses. Student can choose, choice based credit system is there. They can choose any of the subject which is being offered by the department in that semester in that basket. So they are free to choose that one. That course only will be offered to them. Later on, like this, they'll be taking another professional elective in the second semester of third year, which is going to have structural engineering courses in that one. So like that, every professional elective course basket will have a specialization in that one. And professional elective 6 is going to have a combination of all the courses like construction project management, GIS, or subsurface investigations, or structural health monitoring. So all the courses which are relevant to them and needs of the industry. So the curriculum majorly focuses on industry needs, and the professional elective courses are added accordingly in the basket. So the student can choose with their choice whichever the course they want to do. And one more initiative is like they can take any of the NPTEL courses through Swayam portal, and it credit transfer will be done accordingly. They need not attend the classes for that course. It is a self-paced learning course. So a mentor will be allotted to them so that they can pursue that particular course and get the credits transferred as they get in the classroom teaching. So these sort of facilities are available with the VNRVJIET BTech Civil Engineering program curriculum. And one of the elective, as I have mentioned earlier, like pre-engineered building course, which is being designed by PEPS PENAR personnel. So that is being offered, and the majority of the percentage of that course will be delivered by industry people only. So apart from this, majority of the course contents will be delivered by industry people which are relevant to that particular course and particular industry. And also students will be taken to many of the industrial visits, so that whatever they are learning theoretically in the classroom, they can visualize and see in the real world situation. That is the advantage of civil engineering, where students can get that one. Whatever you are learning, you can see before your eyes. It is not the same with other domains. So you can take that pride later on when you are doing an internship, or if you are practicing as a professional in the field. If you stand by a structure or a fly, any kind of structure, let it be a building or a flyover or pavement or whatever is the type of the structure, if a student stands before it, you can take that pride of, yes, this is, I'm part of this designs, I'm part of this kind of construction. That sort of feeling a student can get. That's the reason why we arrange for many of the industrial visits, so that the bridge between the theory and practice can be filled with that one. So VNRVJIET civil engineering course curriculum has lot of features like this, which is few are very common to other domains and few are exclusive to civil engineering domain. As I said, mandatory internships in the second year, a student is supposed to do field project. So the faculty will be giving the problem and solution, problem statement. So they need to do some kind of research at second year level, also do some surveys and work with the faculty and get their term papers also published. So in civil engineering, when the student is doing their internships as industry oriented mini projects, few of the students have filed and published the patents also. So that is the beauty of students working with the faculty, and you will be listening more from our alumni what are the advantages they have got by doing their internships with the in-house faculty and also going outside in the industry. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Mallika madam, for giving a very lucid explanation on the what elective subjects that we are offering and about the curriculum. Now I'll take the privilege of inviting Dr. Harikishan Garu He currently serves as a Chief Executive Officer of CoCube Highways and Transportation Assets Advisors Private Limited. With over 19 years of professional experience, he is widely recognized for his expertise in traffic engineering and transportation planning. He holds a PhD in Transportation System Engineering from IIT Kanpur. Dr. Reddy is also a founder of VR Technic, a prominent consultancy in the highway sector. With this brief introduction, I would like to ask you a few questions here. As the field of civil engineering continues to evolve with emerging technologies and materials, what key skills and qualities does the industry expect from an undergraduate civil engineer?
Yeah. Specifically talking about civil engineering is as someone just spoke about, it's just a vast area, like dealing with a whole lot of things, starting from water resources, structures, transportation, geotechnical, and so on. Specifically talking about the road sector where I come from, just to give a quick intro. Cube Highways is currently the largest privately owned road operating platform. So we operate about 30 highway sections. 28 of them are national highways, 2 of them are state highways, spanning more than 12,000 lane kilometers. So we invest in roads and we operate. Coming to the transportation landscape, specifically roads, there are 2-3 areas where we have seen tremendous amount of transformation in the last 8 to 10 years. One is, of course, basically the materials, the kind of materials that are used in construction. So we're moving from the traditional known materials to high strength, high durability materials and short life cycle to long life cycle. Predominantly, to get to what we call as the sustainable engineering practices. Talking about roads, when we were young, several years ago, we used to, the most commonly the used words any road that is topped with a black material, we called tar roads. And the trucks that were that moved on roads we called lorries, right? From that basically we have seen a humongous amount of transformation in terms of the materials that are constructed. From my experience, a few years ago, we used a material called highly modified asphalt. When we're talking about roads in India, while a material is a dead material, one would anticipate that it will behave exactly the same way, whether you use it, somewhere, in Europe or somewhere in Americas or maybe in Asia or in India. But that's not true when it comes to Indian experience. Our trucks are, very different when we look at the kind of trucks that travel on Indian roads vis-a-vis the rest. Basically we find 4-axle, 5-axle, and 6-axle rigid trucks, right? When these move on a road, basically how they impact the pavement, how the pavement, undergoes, the distress and deterioration. So they're very different. So therefore, so we are constantly seeking, for materials which will work under these conditions. And even if you're talking about India itself, you go to north, up north, in Himalayas, we are talking about temperatures close to 0 degrees, and you come down 250, 300, 400 kilometers, in summers, we're talking about air temperature of 50 degrees centigrade, right? So at that temperature, your track temperature is probably 70 to 80 degrees. You can actually make omelets on the road. So how do you expect a viscoelastic material that we call asphalt or bitumen? How does it function? So therefore, the kind of skill set that one would expect in this is basically, in road engineering and road transportation itself, there are a large number of vectors. There is traffic and traffic flow. A student who is interested in understanding basically how traffic moves on a highway, it's a vast specialization. So one can spend years basically to learn basically how a vehicle interacts with another vehicle. So we are moving gradually from human driven vehicles to we're talking about interconnected vehicles, or vehicles that are talking to each other, and eventually driverless vehicles, right? So when you have So if all the vehicles are driverless, how a pavement will fail is so traffic and traffic flow theory. The second area, like basically where somebody can take interest and can work, is basically the demand forecasting, right? How do you measure the traffic today, and how do you forecast? If one would want to know, the India has the second largest network, but that's in terms of the size. But if you look at in terms of the serviceability and the serviceability improvement over the last 30 years, like we have seen a humongous amount of increase in the serviceability, and our road improvement, our road infra projects, we call it, it's no longer called a NHDP, National Highway Development Project, but under that scheme and in the current context, this road building program probably is the largest in the world. And if you're talking about privately owned roads, PPP, and there are roads which are people would have heard names like BOT, build operate road, transfer, and annuity, like these are availability payments, TOT, toll operate transfer, a variety of basically structures that are available for people to invest. So our PPP program is the largest, right? For that, the demand estimation is extremely important, and revenue and the revenue risk analysis are extremely important. So somebody who's interested in demand forecasting, can actually study that stream, which is basically a combination of less of civil engineering and more of interdisciplinary, I should say. One would need concepts from economics and econometry, and one would need concepts from probability and statistics, and one would need concepts from psychometry, and of course, basically, the civil engineering, and the linkages between land use and transportation and those kinds of subjects. So that itself again is a big and vast subject that students can pursue. Materials, as I said, basically, constantly looking for basically sustainable materials. That's another area where students can focus and can study, and the construction, the management of construction, and someone was saying basically the applications of Internet of Things, AI. So we're moving from a traditional progress monitoring to AI driven progress monitoring, and those are the areas that one can look at. India has quickly to conclude this particular question, India has an unfortunate distinction of the world leader in road crashes and road fatalities. We kill about 180,000 people every year, and government of India has taken a massive initiative to reduce, to international community. We committed that by 2030 we'll reduce these road crashes by 50%. That's a humongous task and humongous challenge, and there is a lot of interdisciplinary coordination and work that is happening to equip our highways, specifically with intelligent devices, AI enabled cameras, to identify if somebody is basically fatigued on the road. Can we identify somebody is basically drunk and driving? Can we identify somebody is basically rash driving or speeding? Somebody is coming in wrong direction. So there's so many cases and some of these these topics are unique to India. So some time ago we were talking to a company in Taiwan which produces intelligent cameras, and they said basically they have probably 99% accuracy to identify incidents in traffic, and when we said we deployed on some of our roads, and they don't work for most of the cases in India. Basically, when we talk to them, your camera doesn't identify somebody is coming in wrong direction. That's an alien concept to them. How can somebody come in the wrong direction? But most of us who are there on this call and who are listening to would have seen there are some sections where probably a sizable percentage of the traffic in India comes in wrong direction. So how do you identify these vehicles? How do you send this information in real time to enforcement agencies? And how do you therefore basically correct these erratic driving behavior and thereby increase the safety? So transportation again, it's a massive and humongous area. So we're just talking about a narrow field in roads itself. Some of us would have seen our airports have undergone a tremendous amount of transformation. So therefore, if one is interested in airport, basically that's something as a subject somebody can study. Similarly, ports, railways. Urban infra is again a big subject, right? So we are at the beginning stage of not even solving a parking problem, but talking about parking problems. So therefore multi-level car parks, which are manual, which are mechanical, which are fully automatic, intelligent. So therefore, specifically talking about transportation, it's fully interdisciplinary. And the amount of the application that is possible here, and the amount of work that is happening here is humongous, right? I don't want to take anything away from other specialists of civil, but because of the complex interaction of human being, which in itself is very complex, and the evolution of automobile technology, the demands therefore are increasing, are changing every quarter, right? I'll just conclude with one final statement. When I was studying transportation engineering, when we're doing a signal design, when we're deriving saturation flows, we used to take a particular acceleration and then speed. Today within the junction, recently I drove a car on Hyderabad Outer Ring Road. I hope most of you guys are aware of the Outer Ring Road and its geometry. It's for a demonstration. It's a electric car called Lotus. It accelerates from 0 to 100 in 2.01 or 2.02 seconds. How do you design roads? How do you design safety measures? So therefore the shelf life of some of these concepts has become very short. So by the time you think that you understood something, the whole paradigm changes. So it's very difficult to say what a student should do or should come. As I said, these are big areas. Somebody should explore each of these areas to figure out what one can do. But definitely basically 2-3 buckets. One is of course materials. One is of course traffic and its behavior, related things, and third is demand forecasting and revenue risk analysis. From my side, for the industry in India, which is largely privately managed now, I think these are 3 buckets in which there are requirements of manpower. Just to tell Cube, basically we have about 1,400 odd people. Not all of them are civil engineers. Probably we'll have about 200-250 civil engineers, largely masters actually. So because as I said, most of these areas that I mentioned are very specialized areas. After studying undergrad, people who would want to get to transportation, I would recommend obviously they at that stage make a choice whether you would want to study traffic flow, or you would want to go for demand forecasting, or you would want to go for engineering. Under engineering, of course, you have design, you have project management, and you have basically quality assurance. Those are the things, and there are of course contract management and many other specializations. So a master's in any of these specializations, I think, is something that would definitely help students. Yeah, thanks. I hope that that helps.
Thank you, sir, for giving a clear explanation how transformation has been happening in the transportation sector. And our curriculum at VNRVJIET is 100% on par with what you have discussed, sir. We truly appreciate your time, enthusiasm, and thoughtful presentation. We hope that the insights shared by you helped us gain more clarity and confidence as you make an important decisions in the academia and professional journey, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
Now, I'm honored to introduce our proud alumni. Ramkumar Boggarpu is a transportation engineer with a background in civil engineering from VNRVJIET, Hyderabad, and Masters in Transportation Engineering from NIT Warangal. With experience spanning in India, Qatar, and Australia, he has worked extensively in traffic and modeling. Ram is a founder of Kika Consulting Private Limited Australia, which provides traffic and transportation solutions. And he recently developed Avista, a web-based platform for managing, analyzing, and visualizing traffic and transport survey data. With this brief introduction, I would like to ask a few questions to Mr. Ramkumar Rogarku. Sir, what challenges did you face in becoming an entrepreneur? Were there any particular experiences during your college days that inspired you to pursue in this career path? Mr. Ramkumar?
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
yes. All right. Yeah. Just let me give a bit of background. So, as you are aware that I graduated from VNRVJIET civil engineering, and after that I did my masters and in transportation engineering in NIT Warangal. So, first of all, to answer your question, so it's not easy. Like becoming an entrepreneur, it's not a cakewalk. So there is a lot to do. It's a big process. But the thing is. You need to know the basics first. So first of all, when I graduated from VNR, so I feel a bit jealous now because Mallika ma'am just said that they have a lot of fields, lot of courses in civil engineering now. Like so I heard that they have Python and some Internet of Things and some other interesting courses in civil engineering itself. So. At that time, like if I had that, so I would have become an entrepreneur faster than now. So the thing is, it's all about the exposure. So first of all, the basics and the exposure and the interest. So and the problem solving mentality. So these are the few things that I feel that any person should have to become an entrepreneur. And as I said, like, so the basics are very important. So everything that you learn from your 4 years of civil engineering is very important. So you cannot take anything light. So you must take everything serious. So once you understand that, and when you know the basics and when you experience a problem, then you will know how do you solve that problem with the things that you have learned in your bachelor's or master's. So when you combine both of them, then you can start finding a solution. So I thought there are a lot of problems related to transportation sector. So Dr. Hari Krishna Garu, he has given a huge list, right? Like the problems that we are facing in the field of transportation engineering. So what I would recommend is like choose any one of the problems and understand the basics that you learn in your civil engineering and try to apply and try to find a solution. So see, straight away finding a solution is not very easy, but the good thing is now we have exposure to technology, we have exposure to internet, so you can learn a lot of things. So for example, combining civil engineering with a programming language Python, so combining these two can do wonders. Like, so you can develop a product by yourself. So that's what I thought. So first I started with GKEA Consulting, so where I provide traffic and transport solutions. Like, so a lot of clients, they ask me, see, this is the situation here, so how do you solve this? So I use modeling techniques. Like most of my work is on transportation modeling. So it's like a simulation of existing situations. So what we do, we simulate the things and test them with different combinations, like different problems, and find solutions. So that's what we do in GKEA Consulting. So like when I started working on that, then I realized that there is one more issue, like, so which is about gathering the data. Like, so to solve an issue, you need a lot of data. So in my case, it's traffic and transport data. So I thought I need to create a platform, a centralized platform where I can put all the traffic and transport data together. So that's when I came up with a new solution called Avistas. So where you can have all your traffic and transport data in that platform. So once you have everything at one platform, it's easy to start providing solutions. So you know what's happening looking at the data. So in short, like what I'm trying to say is, so when you find a problem, just try to use your basics and the things that you learned, and try to get some solution out of it, and with blend of some technology. So that way you can actually create wonders, and you can start as many companies as you want, like, so focusing on each stream. So this is my experience of becoming an entrepreneur. Yeah.
Thank you, Ramkumar, for giving clear insights of how an entrepreneur will start from college to make their dreams realizable. Can you share any experience during your college days that actually inspire you to become an entrepreneur?
Yeah, definitely. Why not? So that was always my dream, like to set up a company, or just to start a consultancy. Like when you what do you call internship? So when you do some internships, like I have got an opportunity to do an internship in Blanco. So when I was in fourth year of civil engineering, I guess. So at that time I started. So I got to know that. So why can't we start a consultancy? Like, so with the experience that I gained, like in past 4 years, I'm sure the 4 years experience is not enough. You also need some public sector or private sector experience, because you cannot straight away start a company. So first of all, you need to have some experience. You need to understand what the business is. So once you gain knowledge in your graduation, and once you experience the business, what is actually happening out in the market, and what's happening out the world. So once you understand these two, then I'm sure like anyone is ready to start a business, or you start a consultancy.
Thank you, Ramkumar, for sharing your valuable insights to the faculty, as well as the distinguished panelists, and also the parents and the students. Now I am honored to introduce the next panelist, Ramakrishna Ballam, a passionate civil engineering graduate 2024 and a current junior research fellow at IISc Bangalore. His research focuses on sustainable construction with significant work in carbon sequestration using recycled masonry and industrial byproduct. And coming to his achievements, he has been a strong with strong foundation in technical skills and driven in innovation. He aspires to be a contribute meaningful to the future of our green infrastructure. Can I ask you a question, Mr. Ramakrishna?
Thanks for the introduction. Yeah, please.
As all of us know that IISc Bangalore is a premier institution for advanced science and technological research. Can you briefly tell us how you got the research assistantship in IISc? In which way VNR helped you to get into the premier institute?
That's a good question. To start with, actually, I should begin with the point at which I have chosen VNR. My case is slightly different because I'm a lateral entry student. So I have initially had a diploma in civil engineering. So it was not difficult for me to choose a path. Like my path is already decided. I will be doing a bachelor's in civil engineering. So my quest was to find out the best engineering institute in my state. So in that quest, I was searching through all the institute portals for their faculty, facilities, and the quality of the faculty there. So what made me choose VNR is that, Professor Ramuji was talking in the beginning, that civil engineering department, especially in VNR, has got an exceptional laboratory facilities. And at the same time, talking about the faculty, there are more than 30 working faculty at VNR, out of which more than 50% of them have got their PhDs. So this is what fascinated me to choose VNR over other private engineering institutes in Telangana state. Of course, that is one of the best decisions that I have taken in my academic career. After joining VNR, before that, I don't know about this research culture. Like as you were asking me, how I have got an opportunity in IISc and how I have streamlined my career as research, right? So after I joined VNR, actually the culture is so different. I should say that I have joined only looking at the facility and the faculty, all these advantages. But the teaching methodology was completely different at VNR. In every classroom session, for example, each subject when they teach. It used to be a holistic approach. So they don't only input some subject knowledge into the students, but at the same time, they encourage the students to conduct projects from this particular subject. For example, if a faculty is teaching a subject, they deliver the lecture in the class. At the same time, they encourage the students to work on that subject in the laboratory at the same time, parallelly. So we call it course-based projects. So this is a novel initiative from our institute, VNRVJIET, which actually at a small scale seeded research into my mindset. Like, from a very young age, like second year BTech student, I don't know what other students will be knowing at that point of time. We were just introduced to engineering subjects. So instead of just theoretical knowledge, faculty used to encourage us to do projects on the same subjects. So that's where I understood that my interest or, I find my joy or I find my happiness in conducting experiments and conducting research. So that's where I have started my journey. I never knew about these publications and all this culture before. So only after joining VNR, interacting with qualified professors there, I got to know that there is this trend, completely different path. It is separate from entrepreneurship, maybe it's separate from doing a job, maybe. So it's completely different. Research is like I feel research is diving in happiness. So my happiness is research. So I just do experimentation and just follow my passion. Over a period of time, I understood like what kind of research gives me happiness. So that's where I have applied for this sure internship at IIT Hyderabad. That was after my third year of undergraduation. We had an internship break. This is one specific important thing about the curriculum at VNRVJIET. They include internship breaks. Okay, so during that time, I have got an opportunity to conduct my research at IIT Hyderabad, one of the premier institutes in India. There I have started working on carbon sequestration. So that is at that point of time, I completely realized like, okay, this is my thing. And I had proper connection and communication with the faculty at IIT Hyderabad as well. So they have recommended me to IISc Bangalore, knowing my potential. And that's how I have jumped to IISc. One best part is VNRVJIET had the privilege of collaborating with Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and I have conducted my final year research at IISc. So that is one a privilege that our institute has got. Like we had a collaboration with IISc, and yes, so VNR has helped me a lot to actually inculcate research into my mindset. Faculty were encouraging. I say all thanks to supportive and encouraging faculty at VNR, because they used to stay late even after their working hours to just support me with experimentation. So that kind of support and encouragement I got during my undergrad studies. That is one main reason why I am into research. And at the same time, coming to other good things about VNRVJIET, it also, apart from just academics, it had wonderful courses like Professor Malika was talking about, professional ethics, human values, personality development, public speaking skills. So all these courses, so they help the student to develop their character. So this part will also make the student to stand out from others. So no matter how talented you are, your attitude matters a lot. That's what I have learned throughout my journey. So over a period of time, because of your attitude, you get opportunities. Most of the institutes, I have given interviews to a lot of high-level institutes across the globe. So they hire students based on their attitude. So that is one most other important thing about VNRVJIET. So I could proudly say that I have shaped my character and attitude through the courses that were available at VNRVJIET. And the second most thing is the research. I have decided that my path is research. My happiness is research. So that's why I'm surviving at IISc, and I'm conducting my research currently on low carbon materials like carbon sequestration, mainly focusing on carbon sequestration. And yeah, I hope this has answered the question.
Yeah. Thank you, Ramakrishna. As we know, VNR is meant for disciplined culture. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to you because you have given a clear explanation how our faculty has been encouraging our students to real-world experiences, career journeys, and personal insights you have provided. And it will be meaningful for the future engineers also who are willing to join in the field of civil engineering. Thank you.
Bhavani ma'am, can I intervene? I was waiting till now. I did not mention about the minor degrees till this point. So VNRVJIET curriculum on the whole, to every core discipline, it offers minor degree programs. So minor degrees will enable the student to get into different sectors other than civil engineering also, with some knowledge, like if they want to enter into IT sector or into any kind of AR, VR, augmented reality and virtual reality sector. So they have a tendency, a facility to take their career into that direction. VNRVJIET offers 5 minor degree programs in different sectors, like in artificial intelligence and machine learning, Internet of Things, cyber security, and entrepreneurship and innovation, data science. So apart from this one, recently we are offering BFSI, minor degrees in BFSI sector also, that is banking, finance services and insurance. So many of the students, because irrespective of the domain of the engineering branch, there are many job opportunities in the BFSI sector. That is a new initiative taken by AICTE. So VNRVJIET is the first one to implement that one in this from the last academic year. So the students need not feel like as per their rank or credentials, I got this one, but my interest is in the other domain. They need not feel once they do civil engineering, because engineering is becoming very generalized way now. Everywhere synergy is required between the domains of engineering. So all are application oriented. So in that direction, student can take minor degree program. They'll be getting at the end of the day BTech civil engineering with minor in AML or so. So which enable the students to take up interdisciplinary opportunities in the industry, and as well as to proceed with their higher education, which has more relevance and weightage will be given in taking into that particular stream. So minor degree programs are very, very important one and a very special feature of VNRVJIET curriculum. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. The next panelist is DL Trishita. Rather than introducing our recent alumni, I invite Trishita to share your thoughts on your current role in a software firm. And I ask you another one question, what sparked your interest in this particular domain?
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Trishita, 2025 graduate from Civil Engineering Department of VNRVJIET. My interest in IT domain started in my second year. Basically, when I chose civil engineering as my studies. So that time I was not sure of what I wanted to do in my life. So we all will be in a very confused state in our beginning of, when we are entering into our engineering. My interest started when I have chosen my minor degree. As Malika ma'am said, I have done my minor in data science. So that is when I thought that IT is something, maybe the coding is something where I'm good at. First, in my first year, we have common subjects with other departments like CSE. We all have common subjects. So we are introduced to coding and other general sciences. And in our second year, we are introduced to a core civil engineering subjects. So I was equally interested in both of them. So in my third year, I have took up data science minor degree. So that is when I thought this is something where I'm good at. In VNRVJIET, the benefit is if I'm from civil, that doesn't mean that I get only opportunities in civil engineering. So being from civil, I attended equally to all companies with my CSE friends. So that really helped me. And even in our open electives, we have a choice of choosing different courses from other domains. So even that helped me in finding my interest. So that is when I realized I'm good at that. So in my final year, after all 3 years, I given interviews in both core civil engineering to companies and also to IT companies. So that helped me all my curriculum, my minor degree, and the extra courses I have done. All this added to my resume. And firstly, the interest in coding started during a technical fest. So I have participated in a hackathon. So that is when I thought that, if I'm from civil, that doesn't mean I shouldn't know coding. We use coding even for our civil engineering problems. We use AI/ML. We have projects which we do in every semester. So for these projects, we plan of incorporating the AI/ML in civil engineering. So that gives a wider perspective. We can give better results to this. So there is no boundary of a branch for choosing your career. And I think our institute really helped me with the training programs. I really want to talk about that. Because right from our second year, we have training programs in different we are given choice of choosing whether I can do a course in civil or in an IT. I can learn coding, or I can do a program which is a core civil engineering program. So I have learned C, and we have done smart interviews and English aptitude. All these trainings really helped me in cracking this job. So I think that your domain doesn't define what you want to be. And at VNRVJIET, all faculty and the curriculum that really helped me to add up. And while giving interviews, I was really stressed. I didn't thought that I would end up in IT field, because coming from civil, I thought maybe I wouldn't be a preference. But companies equally take both core and non-core people. So they just want us to be interested. We have to be ready to learn, and we have to be adaptable. That is what they look in us while they are taking someone. So my foundation at VNRVJIET really helped me. I could confidently tell what I need. So yeah, that is how I ended up getting a job in ADP as an associate functional consultant. Yeah.
Thank you, Trishita. So as we say that our alumni are our good strength, you continued your connection with VNRVJIET is a true inspiration and a testament to the strength of our alumni network. Thanking you for giving back to your alma mater from playing such a meaningful role in guiding the engineers of tomorrow. Thank you, Trishita. Now I would like to introduce our placement coordinator, Dr. Nagateja. is an assistant professor in the civil engineering department at VNRVJIET with over 11 years of teaching and 5 years of research experience. Dr. Teja's dedicated efforts have greatly contributed to improving the institute's placement performance, reputation, and student engagement. His work plays a vital role in shaping the professional journeys of students and preparing them for the competitive job market. Sir, can you provide some insights into the placement statistics of civil engineering branch?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for the introduction, ma'am. Good afternoon to one and all. And so I look after the training and placements for the civil engineering students at VNRVJIET. Firstly, before the placements, training starts right from the second year onwards. So we have a separate strategy for the training also. Like we used to take priorities from the students, like what different students have different passions. So according to the passions, a student joined in a civil engineering might have multiple options. He might be interested in the, that is the beauty of civil engineering actually. He have multiple options with him. He can go for a higher education, he can go for a placement which is linked with the government sector, which is linked with the private core civil engineering sectors. And civil engineering students are also eligible for the software companies. So a civil engineering aspirant have wide variety of options with him. So we take priorities from the students, like in which way they want to nourish their future, in which direction they want to go. So based on the directions, based on the feedback, based on the priorities given by the students, we divide our students into multiple different batches. Like a person who is interested in the software sector will be given trainings related to the software engineering, C, Python, and data science. Similarly, a person who is interested for technical job related to civil engineering will be given separate kind of a training. Similarly, a person who is interested for higher education, like GATE or GRE, will be given separate kind of training. So based on the priorities collected from the students, we offer multiple trainings for the students. Apart from the trainings, we also offer different certificate courses for the students. These certificate courses are apart from the curriculum, which are not covered, and these courses are offered in such a way that which are ready for the industry, and these certificate courses can be used for bridging directly into the industry. So we offer a variety of certificate courses related to the civil engineering, like ETAPS, advanced surveying techniques using drones and GIS, and Primavera, MEP, like that. So these certificate courses also helps them to get ready for the placements. Now coming to the placements, we have a very great track record in the government jobs. Recently, in the last notification offered by the Telangana state government, we were the top college which had multiple placements, multiple offers in the government sector. So in the last recruitment, 25 of our students are placed as were selected as assistant executive engineer, and 5 persons have been selected for the assistant engineers. So this is the highest in the Telangana, we can say. So that means more of our students are getting placed in the government sector, and some of our students are also joined or selected as an IAS and collector level rankings. That's about the private government sector. And coming to the private sector, last year we have a huge number of private companies related to the civil engineering aspect. Like we have replacement from My Home Constructions, RV Associates, Aparna Constructions, Salaipurya Sattva Constructions, KNCC, Axis Energy, Adani Cements, NCC, Ramki Constructions. So whatever the company you see in Hyderabad, we have been, our students are working in those companies, not only in Hyderabad, different parts of the country, our students are being placed in the top civil engineering companies. And coming to the software, again, that is the advantage of being a civil engineer. So our students are also getting placed in the software companies, almost all the software companies like TCS, Cognizant, Capgemini, Accenture, Hexagon, Deloitte, Zepto, Control-S, ADP. So we have all these companies visiting us and our students are getting placed. So on the whole, I can say that a person joining a civil engineering department will have a multiple variety of multiple variety of options to him, and based on the option, we will be given a separate one-to-one or a separate group of training for him to get placed. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your placement statistics at VNRVJIET, sharing your placement statistics at VNRVJIET. As we come close to this engaging and insightful panel discussion on choosing the right discipline and embracing its rewards, it is my privilege to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed panelists, Dr. K. Ramoji, Dr. A. Mallika, and all our distinguished speakers for sharing their valuable time, expertise, and perspectives. Your contributions have truly enriched this session and giving us so much to think about. Now, I would like to hand over the session to Dr. V. Priyanka.
Thank you, Bhavani ma'am, for giving us this opportunity. So, in case if any parents, if you have any queries, you can just post it in the chat window, or you can unmute yourself and clear your doubts. In case if you are talking about, if you are interested to join in civil engineering, you can just clear any of your queries. And this video is also in a recorded mode, and this will be available in YouTube channel under Civil Department. We will post the link of this YouTube video in the admissions page also, so that it will be useful for all the parents who are looking in, and they can just revisit the video again and clear their doubts in case if any is there. And we are also open, and you can all reach us through email, and the email ID of ceadmissions@vnrvjiet.in. That is specifically related to civil department. And in case if it is a general inquiry, you can reach us to admissionsenquiry@vnrvjiet.in. The email ID information is also placed in our website. Our institute website has all the informations of each and every segment for all the departments. So you can just go through it. In case if you have any queries, we are readily available here to clear it. So that you can make a firm decision before entering into one particular stream of engineering. In case if we don't have any doubts, we can just end the session. Ramoji sir.
I would like to thank Harikishan Reddy Garu, who is the CEO of Cube Highways, for sparing his valuable time. I also thank Mr. B. Ramkumar and Mr. B. Ramakrishna. Despite their busy schedule, they could connect with our based on this in a short time. They could make it possible. And also, I would like to thank Trishita, recently passed out graduate from Civil Engineering Department. I also thank my colleague faculty members, Professor A. Mallika and Bhavani Madam, and other faculty members. Thank you one and all. Thank you. Right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to create one panel discussion with the department. Thank you all.
I also thank last but not least Dean Student Progression, Professor Y. Padmasai Madam also. Thank you, Madam. Thank you all.